Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I wanted to take a trip down memory lane and take a look at some of the old icon sets I've had over the years. I've been doing this whole YouTube thing and making TF2 content. There's been quite a few different loadouts I've used while I was trading, and then also when I finished trading my loadouts changed a bit as well, so I think it would be interesting to have a look at. The first icon set I remember ever aiming for and actually getting was my demo loadout, which was the Scorching Flames Glengarry Bonnet, the Green Bandolier, and the Green Bearded Bombardier. These were all painted lime and it was obnoxiously bright. And also by the time I actually got this loadout, because I was going for it for so long, because I didn't have any backup things in my backpack that I can use to trade for it. This is when I was just starting out. This was the first really nice unusual I was going to buy, and it took ages. So by the time I actually did get it, I was playing more Scout and Soldier than anything else. So I got the set. It was the Glengarry Bonnet. It was meant to be a Scotsman Stovepipe with the same effect, but it was slightly more expensive at the time and I was in a hurry back then. So I settled for another nice hat in the Glengarry Bonnet. I still love the thing, but it was a bit cheaper. So that's kind of how that set came to be. I was impatient and poor. So when I finally decided that I was probably going to be a Scout main, I set out on a trading series to try and get my dream Scout loadout. And I ended up getting a Green Energy flipped Trilby, a Steaming Bonk Boy, and the Big Man on Campus, but that shirt changed all the time. And this was the first ever trading series I did called Revolver to Riches. It was meant to be this massive series where I did a set for each class, and then I did like dream weapons or something, like getting all the Australians as part of the series as well. I had amazing plans for it, but I didn't have the determination to trade that much, and I really just couldn't be bothered with it. But this Revolver to Riches series was the first trading series I've ever seen all the way through. Like, I used to start trading series, quit them, start something else, quit that, and then this was the first one that I actually stuck with. So I started out with one reclaimed metal, which was the price of a strange revolver, and I ended up with a set that I think cost about 10 buds. I've probably made that number up. I remember making it up at the time, I think, or trying to work it out, rounding up a few numbers maybe, but either way, I was really proud of the set and really happy with the fact that I'd gone from literally a reclaimed metal to that. This is the first time I've ever done it. And I remember picking the Steaming Bonk Boy because I wanted a purple energy one and it was being suggested to go up in price by a lot. So it was going to be even longer just to get that item, and I really couldn't be bothered keeping the series going that long. So I just got a Steaming one because Steaming and Green Energy looks good together. So yeah, I was impatient again. This is where I think everything gets a little bit jumbled up, because I owned a Disco Beatdown Company Man and I used that on every single class except for Demoman and NG. And I don't remember if this was before I got my Mercs Mohawk loadout with the Bruiser's Bandana and the Flakjack. I don't remember the time frame of any of those loadouts happening, so they could have been at the same time. They could have been completely different times. I just don't remember. What I do remember though is that I got the Disco Beatdown Company Man because I wanted a Disco Beatdown all-class hat. And you'll notice I still have a Disco Beatdown all-class hat. It's just slightly better because at the time I couldn't afford anything better than the Company Man. The hat wasn't the best, but the effect was the best, in my opinion. Disco Beatdown is one of the best effects in the game, if not the best, next to Scorching. So I had it more for the effect than anything else. I tried to hide it under a Max's head, and that was that. I didn't own this hat for very long. It still became an icon hat, I guess. And by that, I mean it was in a channel banner, and that was about it. But I sold it fairly quickly to move on to the next Scout hat or all-class hat that I bought. So yeah, it worked out in the end. But at the same time I owned the Company Man, I also had a Circling Hearts Texas 10-gallon with a completely pink engineer set for some reason. I really don't know how it actually came to be, but I remember I got the Texas 10-gallon randomly in one of the biggest trades I did at the time. I don't remember what I sold or what I got rid of or why I got offered the hat to start with, but when I had it, I kind of decided I really liked it and I was going to use it for my main set and I was going to play NG and become an NG main. That didn't really stick. I had the set all done. I even had an Australian wrench with the right sheen to match the whole set, and I never played NG really after that. I really should have done some more thinking about if I actually enjoyed playing NG. I should have tried playing NG a bit more before investing in an Australian wrench that I couldn't really afford, but bought anyway, just to have the right sheen on the thing and make it look cool, and I never used it. Luckily, they were quite easy to sell for profit at the time, so I kind of got bailed out, but I should have thought about it more. So I think this next set is actually more iconic for my channel than the Hong Kong cone is. And this is the Prehistoric pullover with the It's a Puzzle to Me effect with the Bolt Boy and the Flakjack. Now, this set was so good. I loved it. I loved the Prehistoric pullover. I didn't love the effect I had. I wish I could have had like a Disco Beatdown or a Scorching, but I'm not sure you can even get those effects on this hat even now. That some effects have been unboxed. I think they shouldn't have been. I haven't really been keeping up with it, but I would have loved to get a different effect on this hat. And It's a Puzzle to Me was all I could really afford at the time, and the only one I really liked out of all of the effects that were on the pullover, which kind of sucked, but it's still one of my favorite hats in the game. It sucks that you can't get really, really nice and unusual effects on it at the time I was trying to get one. And eventually, if one ever does exist, I'd love to get one. And then I think we all know this last set. It's the Disco Beatdown Hong Kong cone, and then I randomly change whatever items I use with it. Most of the time I use the Flakjack or the transparent trousers, and then it changes. Like sometimes I'm wearing a black badge if there's a blap event going on. It's mad that we have items in the game for Blapchico. Yeah, it's mostly stayed the same, so it's normally got the Flakjack and the transparent trousers, but the Flakjack will then change with like black badges or something else. I remember at one point I was using a Rain Dunicorn. I don't know why I was doing that, but I was, so that's fine. But that pretty much takes us up to where we are today. I don't think I'm going to be selling the Hong Kong cone anytime soon and replacing it with anything, because there's literally been 0 hats since owning this one that I've thought, yeah, I'd prefer that over what I've got. I think I have probably, in my opinion anyway, one of the best hats you can possibly get in the game. And I don't want to sell it. I don't want to get rid of it. Maybe the only time I'd ever get rid of it is if I had a chance to upgrade to like a Scorching one. But other than that, nah, I don't think I'm getting rid of it. Let me know in the comments what your favorite loadout of mine has been over the whole time. Either you've been watching or the ones that you've seen in this video that you didn't know about before. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyway, that is going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please make sure you leave a like on the video. It lets me know you want to see more stuff like this. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel to never miss a video from me again. If you want to see more, that is. If you don't want to see more, then subscribing might be a waste. But you should do it anyway, actually. You should just click the button. But yeah, that's going to do it. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.